name is Mika, and I am the peer tutor for human physiology. My class times are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10, and my instructor is Brooke Weirstein. So for this video today, I'm going to be telling y'all what happened in class on February the 20th, the 22nd, and the 25th. Okay, so right here, I pulled up Blackboard, and this right here on the welcome page, it pulls up an upcoming schedule. And so for the 20th, she started chapter 7. And then on the 22nd, she continued chapter 7. And then during class time on the 25th, she went over chapter 7. And then during lab, she gave us a handout that gave us the terms for the sheep brain that she's going to test us over on, or during lab this coming up Monday, which is March the 4th at 2:20. So during lab yesterday, which was the 25th, she gave us a handout and then she gave us lab assignments. So I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to show this to y'all. So these are the words that, or terms that she's going to ask us to label, I guess. I'm not sure how she's going to exactly do the test, but just make sure you know where all of the, which I guess tissues of the brain are match up with the terms, which I'm going to show you real quick. I am going to show you how to find the sheep brain pictures real quick. So let me flip this over real quick, and these are the details about the lab tests and the lab assignments, which is due March the 4th. So 3.6, 3.7, and 3.8 were assigned, and then 3.6A and then B, just the first two, and 3.6, and then in F, the blind spot, nothing to record. So right now, I'm just going to show you where to find the pictures. So let me zoom out real quick. So you're going to want to go to the welcome page and then go to the instructor website. And then in the lab resources, go to the brain, and this is where you're going to find the pictures that's going to be used during the test. So right here, it's the spinal cord. This middle bump is the medulla. This smaller bump, the first small bump, is the pons. And she's going to ask us what functions that each is tissue, which functions happen. So like in the medulla, this is the autonomic function, which is functions, which is like regulation of heart and respiration. And then the pons, which is the rate of autonomic functions. And then this, let me zoom in a little bit. So this tissue right here. Okay, so spinal cord, medulla, pons. This is optic chiasma, which is visual crossover happens here. And then the olfactory lobes, which is like, what I put is like the two front strips of tissue. So this is the back part and the underside of the brain. And then okay, I'm just gonna have to show y'all. So this whole thing right here is the cerebrum, and then this right here is the cerebellum, and that's for balance and coordination. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain, and the olfactory lobes, they deal with smell. And then, did I tell you all the cortex? Okay. So there goes the spinal cord. This is the top. So, and then this, I guess, like divide. That is the longitudinal fissure. And then this is your frontal lobe, which deals with memory, personality, and language. This is the parietal lobe, which deals with touch, pressure, pain, heat, and somatosensory, which deals with body position and proprioception. Then this side, these sides right here, these are your temporal lobe, and they deal with sound. Then in the back over here, that's the occipital lobe, and that deals with vision. So, and then the inner, like the cracks in between the tissue in the brain, that is the sulcus, and then the top, I think she described it as gray area, is the gyrus. And yeah. Right here beside the two words, there's the word called convolutions. And honestly, I do not know what that means. But beside that word, it says increased surface area. So then okay, she didn't post this one picture, but it's like, if you can see this part over here, there's like a shell that goes over the brain, and that's gonna be called the meninges. And there are 3 layers, but you do not have to know the order of the layers. You just have to know the 3 words or terms. So the first one is the pia mater, the arachnoid layer, and the dura mater. So yeah, just make sure you know those are the 3 layers of the meninges. Then this down here is the brain cut in half, and that is the corpus callosum, which deals with crossover of information. So those are the terms that you need to know for the test. And you need to know the functions. So what I do to prepare for this class is I just go over my notes for like an hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I do the review questions at the end. Every time we finish a chapter, I do the review questions, so I do not have to like worry about it all at the end of all the chapters, and we're about to have the big test. So I take my notes in class, and if I ever miss a class day, I can easily just go to Blackboard, which I'm about to show you, and then go to class material. Well, you go start working class material, then test number 3, and then chapter 7 or whatever, or whichever PowerPoint you need to look at. What am I going to do to gain a better understanding of this class and the materials and notes that go with it? What I do is I don't really study with other people, but I'm considering it because I like, going back and forth with a person and asking them the questions, or them asking me the questions, and then I don't know, I just get more. I associate those memories of studying to whenever I need the answers on the test. I just think back to whenever I was studying with a friend or studying by myself. But with a friend, I am going to consider that and probably end up doing it if we're being honest, because that's just what I did in high school. And I think if I go back to those ways, that it would help my memory get better. So that's what I'm going to do. So uh, I just review the class material for an hour on. Well, I do an hour and then a break and then another hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and also do my assignments on those nights because those are the nights I just have nothing to do really. And then my steps to prepare for quizzes and tests, just like I just previously said, I study every Tuesday and Thursday, and for like an hour, take a break an hour. And I also use my note cards and yep. And so that's all I have for this video. So my work hours, I work in the Native American Center, which is located on the third floor of the Ollie building and room number 1318. And my work hours are from 2 to 7 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we also encourage feedback, so make sure you email us at nazatai@carlarbor.edu if you ever have any questions or want to just give your input on these videos. We encourage that. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Please watch another one or any of my other previous videos or coming up videos. Anyways, thank you. And remember, the test is on Monday during lab, and also those lab assignments are due. So make sure you do those. Thank you.